Today I'm ranking every set releasing on June the 1st of 2025. So here's the tier list from, I believe there's 5 ranks here. The only thing I will add is that day 1 buy doesn't mean I'll actually purchase this on day 1. Of course, you'll have to see my vlog coming out after June 1st, probably around June 2nd, to actually see what I purchase on the 1st. The first one will be the minifigure vending machine from Ideas, which will cost $180. And I'm assuming it's just like a normal vending machine. It does have a working system here, I'm assuming. I don't really know if you actually have to put a coin in here and turn it, because it's actually the first time I'm actually looking at it. But the piece count is about 1,300 for $180. Doesn't really seem fair, but it comes with all of these minifigures. Most of these are most likely going to be exclusive. Looks like it even has like a cool figure here where it's like a print of the Ideas logo and one of the builds that they're making. So it's like a Lego designer. It also comes with some gold spaceman, some like different newer like knights. I believe there's like a Kraken one, which is really cool. They also have a Fabuland, which is also a pretty old Lego theme and was based off, I guess, animals. Very old Lego theme, definitely something to look into. So that's cool that they include that here. So there's another Fabuland figure. They also have a pirate from another older theme, as well as another knight, which I guess is just like a dragon hawk. I'm not quite sure what it is, but still, it's pretty cool. Also comes with some basic minifigures, another pirate, even a teal spaceman. Nevertheless, it is a still really, really, really cool set. Definitely cooler than I originally thought it is. Probably worth $180, which is the Fantastic Four versus Galactus construction figure, I guess buildable figure if you want to call it that. It's just what it puts in the title. I believe this is supposed to be for the new Fantastic Four movie coming out sometime in July. I'll probably go and see it in the theaters. Of course, it comes with the classic 4 figures of the Fantastic Four and Galactus. Again, I'm mainly a Star Wars fan. I know a thing or two about Marvel, like the Fantastic Four, but I guess I'll start with the figures. Nice roster here. No leg printing or arm printing, because they kind of just have all the same torso. The only thing that's really different are the heads. One thing that I will critique though is the Thing, which I wish would be a big fig like everyone, but I actually don't really mind it just being a normal. But $60 is a good price, definitely if you're a Marvel fan. It's one of the greatest Marvel sets coming out this year, because I know the Marvel busts don't actually look the greatest. I'll talk about them in a little bit, but I'll probably put this one in True Jedi. The one thing that I critique again is some of the like little accessories they get for the minifigures. I really don't like them. Definitely could have some minor improvements, but not a lot. Definitely would get this on day 1, but I'm still putting it in the True Jedi category. The first bust that I'll talk about is the Iron Spider-Man one, which I believe I remember was from Endgame or like Infinity War. Again, not a big Marvel fan, but I know when it was revealed, not a lot of people enjoyed it. It will cost $60, so the same as the Galactus Fantastic Four. So if you're going to purchase one of these, just keep that in mind that you could also purchase the Fantastic Four set for the same price. And this set will come with 300 pieces, about 300 pieces, which again is a horrible price per piece. But it does come with a Spider-Man, which I believe Endgame Final Battle, which released May 1st, of course was overshadowed a lot by a lot of the Star Wars sets. Here's a closer look at the figure, but you can see it does have some dual mold leg print and some nice arm print there. So nice to get it in a different set. And the Iron Man bust is basically the same. Comes with a nice figure, which isn't exclusive for the set, but around the same piece. So I'd probably rank both of these and just don't get it. Simple as that. Definitely don't think it's worth the actual price tag. Next is a really cool set that got revealed not too long ago, which is Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. I'd never seen, I believe there's actually a movie on this, and I've never really read any of the books. Of course, I know he is a detective, but basically the set looks like something you'd put on a bookshelf. Of course, this isn't the right way. It looks like this, and it does sort of look like a book from the outside cover, and basically this is what it is on the inside, and then you can open it up like this, and then see cool details. Of course, I can't really judge anything by the accuracy because I've never read any of these books. Or here are the minifigures right here. I believe this one is Sherlock Holmes, and then I don't really know anyone else if I'm being honest, but I'm assuming this is a pretty nice minifigure choice, not too much printing, but definitely think this would look really cool, like next to all your Sherlock Holmes books if you have them. This would be really, really cool to keep on display for $130. Comes with 1,300 pieces, which is, I mean, fair price. Also comes with some nice minifigures in there as well. So I do feel like this would be a day one purchase. So I'll put it in a limited power because it's not my favorite set. Probably just because I don't really get the hype around Sherlock Holmes. But still, definitely think it's a really good set. And if you're a big fan, you should pick it up. Next is the really iconic Pixar lamp here from Lego Ideas, not from like a Lego Disney theme. I wonder why, but it is rated 18 plus. Comes with 600 pieces. Not exactly, but I can't really read it. 640 pieces, I believe. 613 pieces. It's kind of hard to see from this back angle, but it is going to cost you around $70. So not a perfect price per piece, but it might make up in the general actual build here. Of course, it does come with the nice Pixar ball. I believe in the actual movies, in the intro, he stomps on like the letter I think. Or he might be the letter I. I'm not even sure. I think he stomps on the letter X. It's been a while since I've watched the Pixar movie. So it would have been more cool to include like the entire Pixar logo. Like sort of how they do the Marvel logo. And the overall build looks to be pretty adjustable. Like you can actually move it a lot and rotate different parts. And the light up here actually does sort of seem like it is actually lit up. It might just be because of the editing. It might just be like a regular yellow. It does seem to be a little bit different shade than the one over here, but there has been a new brick. Well, probably not new, but it does sort of give out a I guess light, like it would be coming from a light bulb. I believe it's called highlighter yellow, and I have a couple bricks that I'll show you. So I'll put this in a limited powered. It does look like a pretty nice set for a Pixar fan next to some other like Pixar sets. I know Lego doesn't really do a lot of those, so it's cool to actually get that. But now onto one of my favorite themes. Well, basically my favorite, Star Wars. So there's 3 sets coming out on the Star Wars theme on June the 1st. You won't need any insiders to get any of these early, which is really nice. But again, definitely recommend signing up for Lego the Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack. So this is supposed to be take place during like Ahsoka. I guess it could be during Ahsoka Season 2. I know Ahsoka Season 2 has been confirmed. I don't know exactly when the release date is. I don't think they have one yet, but it could be for Ahsoka Season 2. It could just be an early set because we don't really see the actual like main build of it, which is like the dropper here. We don't really see that in the first season of Ahsoka, so it might be in the second one where they actually get more like screen time. But it comes with a couple of Death Trooper, like Night Troopers, which are really cool. We haven't seen Death Trooper in forever. It also comes with a Stormtrooper, well, 2 Stormtroopers. One that came in the set with, it might have been the one with the gray helmet, but I think it was just the regular Stormtrooper. And then there's one with a gray helmet. Sadly, no Enoch, but I guess it's good so you don't have a named character, so you don't just have an extra guy to build your battle packs with. But the actual dropship isn't that good. It's kind of just another build just to like fill it up. I wish there'd be a different like side build in here. Really don't like it at all, and I think a lot of people don't like it because the cockpit and everything is probably not too accurate to the show size wise or any detail wise. But really nice figures, but I don't know if that'll be worth $23. So I'm most likely not even gonna purchase. Oh, I'm most likely gonna purchase on day one, but it probably doesn't go in the day one buy slot. I'll probably put this in limited power just because I really like the Death Troopers here. And I'll probably put it a little bit above the Sherlock Holmes set because I'm a little biased, of course, because I love Star Wars. But continuing with the Star Wars theme, is probably my favorite mech of all time, but mechs aren't even that good if I'm still being honest here. It is the Darth Maul mech for $18 again on June 1st here. And it's really cool because it actually comes with a little probe droid, which definitely feels like something out of episode 1, even though I guess it's supposed to be taking place during the Clone Wars. Because of the actual figure that we get from the Clone Wars version, it's still cool that we get that probe droid there, as well as this beautiful double-sided lightsaber. It just looks so cool in the box art and the actual image we get here. But it shows how you attach the droid on the back. I wish there would be some like clear piece so you can attach it to the back and it could just be looking like it's flying around with a clear piece. I obviously have some in my collection, but it'd be cool just to add like a pull right here and then connect it, because there is a little area, an open stud here with the probe joint there. It would be really cool to actually just have them like flying around the background, so it'd be easier to put it on that for display. But I guess this is more of a play set here. Again, it comes with a really nice double blade lightsaber. Both these mechs are basically the exact same thing, just different like prints and different pieces. Besides that, it's pretty easy just to make. I mean, there's nothing really exclusive about these. I mean, technically you can just use the same model that you get for all the sets. So nothing too like exciting. It does come with a nice like chest print for the actual thing that we see on the figure here, but you can't add like a lot of detail. It would have been cool to get like a robe or something to go with it. But this, again, I believe takes place during Clone Wars Season 7. But still is a really cool mech. I just wish we would get something else besides mech. But I do think this is actually technically a different version of Maul, because all the printing is the same except the Sith pupil eyes, which I really don't like. I wish they would actually have the real like pupils in them. But I guess it would technically be a different figure if you're trying to collect all the Mauls or whatever. But a really nice mech, but for mech standards, I guess. But besides that, it's not that good of a set. So I'd probably rank this set in true Jedi. Again, it's mech, not that good. And the exclusive-ish minifigure, again, isn't really that good. So I probably wouldn't put it above the Galactus set, even though I really, really like the Star Wars sets, of course, because I'm a big Star Wars fan. But now for the final set out of the Star Wars theme that we get in June is the Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter Microfighter over here for $15. And honestly, really don't like it because it only has 89 pieces as far as like price per piece goes. $15 is definitely way too much. It originally was 10, same like piece amount, same like figure count and everything, and it was only 10. Now it's 15. I believe last year it was like 13, then 12, and they just keep going up. So it sucks to have it as $15, almost the same price as the mech, if the mech wouldn't have been a little bit overpriced again. So a lot of overpriced sets, I feel like this one used to be 10, the mechs used to be 15, and the battle packs used to be like 20, but now they're like going up at least by 5. But Plo Koon Starfighter here is pretty simple build, only like 89 pieces. Does come with a really nice new printed Plo Koon figure, so it looks very, very nice. Does come with the astromech. I don't really know his actual name, but it doesn't even come with the full astromech, just the top half. Doesn't even come with the bottom half. Would have been really cool to actually get the other half. Like you could detach it and then reattach it to the actual like body of the astromech. You can see where you would put the lightsaber here, but this is just a basic, boring set. I mean, nothing really too exciting about it besides the actual Plo Koon minifigure. But the actual build, again, I would prefer like a really big, I guess not big, but like minifigure scale at least, like the Plo Koon Starfighter, maybe for $30 is like the highest I would actually buy it. If you actually included the full astromech, maybe you could throw in like a Phase 2, not even Commander Wolf, just a regular clone, even with helmet holes from the Wolf Pack. That would be like a bestseller. I know originally this was leaked to be like a full set, like a full minifigure scale set, but sadly it's only a microfighter. I'll most likely be picking this up on the 1st, but definitely don't think it's worth it. I'd probably put this set above Galactus and True Jedi over here. Now I'm going to be going through all of the new LEGO Fortnite wave pretty quickly here. First, we have Colombo for $110. I believe it comes with like 1,084 pieces. It comes with 2 minifigures though, so not so bad with price per piece because I believe these are exclusive. And they look to have really nice printing here with like the gold Midas skin, I guess, as well as a really nice like tropical peely over here. Comes with some nice items from the game, like I guess this is a Clomberry with as well as a Clomberry bush, and it is from LEGO. Lego Fortnite, not the actual Fortnite game. So it is cool to get some of the builds that you actually see piece for piece on the Lego Fortnite game. So it is cool that we get that. But the actual build of the Colombo is pretty nice. It has 1,000 pieces in it, so definitely is a pretty challenging build. I guess it's not 18 plus though, it's only 10 plus, so it should be fairly easy build. And this is like for reference, I guess, how big it is. Looks to be a really nice sturdy build and great for display if you like the Colombo or like a Fortnite. Next is the Durr Burger restaurant for $65. Originally, I thought this was going to be a way bigger restaurant for $60, but it's only like really a small entrance of the actual build here. It does come with a decent amount of figures here. Here are the figures it includes, and then it also includes like a skeleton, which we'll talk about later. It has, of course, the iconic Durr Burger. I don't really know any of these other skins, if I'm being honest, but they look pretty cool. I mean, not a lot of printing, but still pretty cool. Also comes with this side build here with some of the items you can actually get in game, and does come with a small little Durr Burger area here. Here it is from the back, I guess. I think this actually turns, I guess. I don't really know what these lines are trying to suggest here, but overall, it's not really a big restaurant side. I mean, here's what you get inside. You have a little skeleton there, like I mentioned before. A little bit of an attic or storage area, and there's barely even a sitting area or like a checkout space. There is a little like drive-through menu there. So $65, probably not worth it. It has like 500 pieces. The figures are definitely not as good as the Colombo set, but definitely wish the restaurant was slightly bigger. Next is Peely and Spark Plugs Camp for $23. Remind you, the same price as the Death Trooper and Night Trooper battle packs. So it is pretty cool. Comes with a lot of side builds, I guess. It's basically just a side build set here. But what is really cool is it includes these all figures here. Normal Peely, which is nice, but again, not too like good because it doesn't come with any extra printing. But I guess that's just get a regular Peely, as well as I'm assuming Spark Plug. But they actually include a skeleton here. The Durr Burger set had a skeleton, but they didn't include it in the minifigure roster, so I don't know why they're doing that there. But it says something on the box here. I think it says bonus Fortnite in-game outfit. So I guess you have to scan a code in the instruction booklet to actually get the Spark Plug skin, I'm assuming. Don't know if it's an exclusive skin for the set, but if it is, I guess part of the $23 that you're paying for is also the skin. So you do get a nice build of a wolf, a little like a campfire, abandoned campfire, I guess, as well as what I think is a crafting table for what I've played of the game, as well as a llama here, which has actually been a build. I believe there's like 100 given out to the people originally like testing out, all the content creators that were like sent out to like Legoland, and they had to actually like play the game and everything. I believe they actually got one of these, got them like sent to them. So it's nice to get that as an actual build. I believe there's actually like a casing around it, so still doesn't like deplenish the value of it, but it's really cool. I guess you can like sit it down like that. I'm not sure if you can actually fill it with anything, but really cool set for $23. I guess like a starter pack of an actual set. So I'd put most of these sets in unlimited power. I mean, the Colombo I'd probably put around here in unlimited power. Peely and Spark Plugs Camp are actually pretty good. I'd probably put it like right here. I mean, these basic sets, so there's not a lot to actually enjoy. But the Durr Burger set, I honestly really don't like. I don't really know why. But now for the final set, and yes, I realize this actually releases August 1st, not June 1st. I just thought it went along with the rest of the Fortnite sets releasing on June. But here's the final set, which is the Lord of the Rings set. And of course, there's going to be a lot of hype around it, like a bunch of the other Lord of the Rings sets that have released. So this one is going to release for $130. Comes with, I think, 1,201 pieces exactly. So around like an even price, I guess, maybe 100 pieces off. But it is really cool because it sort of comes like with a diorama-ish, I guess, because it says it has like a quote from Gandalf, I believe is his name, is "You shall not pass." Again, not really a Lord of the Rings fan, so I don't really know the accuracy of it, but really cool because you can have it like this, like "You shall not pass" there, see the quote there, and you can also open it up there. So it definitely seems worth it, and there'll probably be a lot of hype around it. So I'd probably put this in a day one buy if I was an a Lord of the Rings fan or maybe limited power, but again, not really a fan, so I can't really say anything for the fan base. But comment down below where you're gonna get June 1st. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and this is my final ranking.